This episode is sponsored by Supreme of the UK. Click the link in the description and support the podcast.
Where we go from that left path and that right path. Are we going to seek retribution and justice for this here? Or we just want the bag?
It's about the bag.
Want the bag.
It's about the bag. So what? This is what I don't like with today's generation. So Young Miami, I want everyone to just listen to Young Miami, the things that she says and does. So we're gonna make her a victim in 10 years when she realizes that when she realizes the effery that she was keeping up was wrong. Are we then gonna make her a victim? Now, Diddy, I'm gonna tell you the truth. When a man's in certain positions, just like how you see Diddy come to the UK, and we're the only podcast that mentioned this, he come to the UK, and all these same men that have been calling these men out for years, link my man immediately. And meet all these same men are right up under the same man who's alleged. We've heard that he's killed Tupac. We've heard that he's gay. We've heard that he plays with you. We've heard all kind of things. And as he come to UK, every man was behind him. You know why? You know why? For the same reason Cassie was behind him, because he has money and he has power. Take that away, no one's running behind him. Simple. He's got money, and these men have money, and they know the kind of people that they can use that money with.
Yep.
What did Ludacris say? I could have signed with Puff, but I think I'll pass. Google these lips. I've come prepared today, man. Every topic, I'm on the same energy.
Yes.
Every topic, I'm on the same energy. What did Ludacris say? I could have signed with Puff, but I think I'll pass. Why did he say that? Why did he say that? This is what I'm saying. My man knows the people that he can go to. There's certain people in this life that everything's about money. This is why I call this stuff out all the time. The relationships, 6-figure niggas and all this, excuse my language, 6-figure niggas and I need all this money, and if man ain't, who's paying on the first date? Basically what you're saying is you're for sale.
Yeah.
After every freak off, ladies, after every single freak off, she was showered with gifts. Showered with gifts.
That's abuse.
It is abuse. Showered with gifts. You know why? Because he knew that she had given up her integrity, given up her morals, so she was rewarded for giving that up. She was rewarded for giving those things up.
You know what that's akin to? You get a little puppy dog, and you start training the little puppy dog, and you say sit, and if the puppy dog sits, what do? You give him a little treat.
You throw a little biscuit in his mouth.
A little dog biscuit, yeah, and the dog's like, oh, so I'm rewarded for sitting down on command. All right then, let's play that game because I like these treats.
Simple. And every time that she went to leave, again, go to the case. Every time that Cassie tried to leave him, you know what he would say? You can't leave me because your career's over if you leave. And that's what made her stay until 2018, when she got up and said, I don't care, I'm leaving. You see what I'm saying? I don't care, I'm leaving. At that point, Diddy is all these men, Weinstein, Crosby, Diddy, let's go through the whole list. All these men are using their money and are using their power to take advantage of people. Now, what I'm saying is there's always going to be predators in the waters, but we have to know how we avoid them.
Yeah.
As a fish, you do not bite the hook. Exactly. If you're swimming as a fish and you look up and see the hook and you bite the hook, your clark's going to get gutted. There's some fish who are going to look up and say, I'm not biting that hook. Is he victim shaming when his brethren bites the hook? No, he's going to look and say to the next man, you see what does happen? You see that shiny hook up there? My man bit it and it's gone. You shouldn't bite that. I'm not, if anything, if I try and pretend and sugarcoat this thing, I'm actually enabling.
Yes.
No, I'm not enabling nothing. There's no man who's supposed to be able to get my daughter to sleep with prostitutes. I don't care who it is. Because I'm raising her that it doesn't matter if a man's got money. It don't matter if a man's got power. Your morals are first.
And it first. What's money go? What?
Stranger danger.
Mark. This they don't talk that, man. Stranger danger. Green Cross Road. Huh? They don't talk none of them thing no more. Don't drop litter. Keep Britain tidy. Then listen, they want this thing, boss. That's why. What does he call himself now? Dr. Love, Brother Love, or some stupid shit. What does he call himself?
Love. But we
Just
know,
love.
we know, Noble. Yeah, we know that Diddy, all of that black excellence and love and all that, we know that's all nonsense.
Yeah.
So we don't take no notice of a Diddy. You see what I mean? We don't take, he promotes alcohol, all of this stuff. We don't take no notice of a Diddy.
He's begging Fabulous to come back to do a party.
Come back
with
and
him
have a
all
party
this
with me. And man are like, and the mans that are on that thing, it's on Drink Champs. And he's like, yo, are you gonna come and party with me? Man, know that the brother's funny money, but he's able to control people with his money and power. Just the same reason why when he come to UK, he just had to click and everyone come running. Same man that was in the high-rise flat listening to DVDs about how my man's Illuminati and all of this. But then the second he comes to Linkia, you forgot about all them DVDs you watched and all that stuff you were pushing.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. So my thing is this. We have
That
to
was just
hold...
something I can go to the barber shop and say, yo, Jay-Z's in the Illuminati, you know. You see that video with him and Kanye and all that? See if you slow it down to 3 minutes and 1 second and this... Huh?
Yeah.
It's nice talking the barbershop, but no, I ain't backing. Hey, man's know all the lyrics. Man's have bought every single Jay-Z album. Man's have bought every single Kanye West. The Yeezy. Huh? Okay, but they're Freemasonry. They're Illuminati. They're doing blood sacrifice. Remember, Kanye killed his mother on the operating table to have breast augmentation. I mean, that's all questionable in itself.
Yeah.
He was a up and coming star from Chicago, from a gang infested Chicago with the Nation of Islam there, and then you come up and make all this money. You say, yeah, man, go get some surgery, man, get your titties done, and she dies. Yeah, man, blood sacrifice, but man still talking Yeezy this and I'm buying the thing and
exactly. And this is what I'm saying. People, this generation, they don't hold no one accountable. Even with that Kanye guy, my man literally watched the whole world watch a sex tape of his what went on to be his baby mother. Yeah. The whole world, she went viral for a sex tape. Now,
it was whack.
Yeah. I mean, it was a joke thing, but she put out a sex tape. Yeah. Now I'm saying this as a man who has his morals. A woman puts out a sex tape. She's giving man brain on the sex tape. She's doing everything on the sex tape. It goes viral. Her mother markets this sex tape and sells this sex tape. And you as a man, go and marry that woman.
Yeah.
And then when it goes belly up, you go straight back online and start saying, oh, people, I'm trying to get, they're making my daughter do this and making my... Yo, you knew what you signed up for? You can't now come to the internet complaining. You knew what you signed up for. People, if a man presents you with a piece of meat and you smell the meat and it smells bad and you eat it, when your belly runs, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it when your belly runs? Is it the man who gave you the meat, or is it your fault for knowing that the meat smelled bad and still eating it?
Facts.
I hate that I have to keep doing these analogies.
But we've got to do it because what we think is I mean, common sense was out the window, I guess, in the early 90s, possibly even before that.
This wouldn't even be a debate, man. 20 years ago.
We've got to present these like-for-like scenarios for people. Oh, that's what they mean. Oh, so you gotta have... Okay, so your word is your bond. So if you say something, yo, I'll meet you at 9 o'clock. You actually meet someone at 9 o'clock. Oh, that's the vibe. If I say I love someone, then that actually means I love them and I'm committed with them. You know what I mean? Like basic things like that. Oh, if I sign a contract to work 9 till 5, that means I've got to turn up at 9 o'clock and then work till 5. And then at the end of that, I get recompensed on a monthly basis or weekly basis. Oh,
exactly.
They're fine with those contracts, but outside of something with a financial tie to it, your word is no bond. Word is bond.
Exactly. this generation, we have a major problem with accountability. So, okay, Western big up. Western said there's a such thing called as trauma bond.
Yes.
So that's what it could have been. Now I definitely know what a trauma bond is, but for me, I'm just someone who, you either love me or you hate me. I'm a realist, and that's what a realist does. He says what's on his mind. And me personally, I look at this through the eyes of being a father to a little girl, and whether she's trauma bond. So a man, what power does a man have over you to make you ditch all your morals and sleep with a different prostitute every week for years while he watched?
Yeah.
What's that? Let's just isolate it to that. What does a man do to make someone do that? What does a man do? Or is it the fact that the man's got money and you know, yo, I'm going to do this, but after I do this now, yo, I'm going to get showered with gifts? The other day, Yo Miami filmed a shopping spree. Apparently, Diddy spent $200,000 on her in at Saks Fifth Ave, if you know what that is. He's coming out and she's walking with all these bags. And if you go in the comments,
Miami you're referring to?
she's part of the City Girls. She's one half of the City Girls.
Oh, the City Girl. Okay.
Yeah, she's one half of the City Girls, and she.
How old are they? They're teenagers, or are they?
No. Young Miami is 26. She's 26.
So her frontal lobe is just starting to develop. So as you've said, you see how prophetic this shit is. You see how prophetic and synchronistic this shit is. You've said that just under an hour ago. Are we going to talk about young Miami? She's just starting to develop now in her brain, right? So what we're in the growing year of 2023, moving on to 2024. Next year, sibling. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Are we? Yeah, give it a couple years. She can. What's happening now is, as a woman, you can be like, this is what's going on in the world now. As a woman, you can be like, yo, my man over there, he's got money, you know. I'm going to go and link him and do everything that he says for the money, and then down the line say, I regret everything I did. He controlled me to do it. No, man. No, I'm fed up with that. It ain't. Listen, you make them decisions, because if I go to walk in, if a man at 19, 18, you know how much of my bedroom's got locked up?
Exactly.
5 years. One of my little cousins, he's been in here forever. He's held accountable. So if you go, he can't turn around and do a move, go and do an armed robbery and say, someone controlled me into doing it. No, the judge is going to be like, no, you walked in there for whatever reason, and then you committed that armed robbery. So guess what? You're going to prison. So why is it that in every other aspect of life, people are held accountable besides women who make mistakes? Now, don't get it twisted. Diddy is a predator because he took advantage of a young girl who wanted a career in music.
Yes.
So I'm not going to come on here and pretend that my man's not a predator, but what I'm saying is, I know, and most other people, just like their mothers who were giving their daughters to R. Kelly, how are you going to leave? So, another analogy, as a parent, there's a nursery down the road that, this is fake, this is just me making something up, but there's a nursery where parents that are listening to this, there's a nursery local to you, and that nursery that's local to you has been rumored to have allegations of pedophilia. Now, you don't know if it's true or not, but there's rumors that that nursery have staff that have a history of pedophilia. Are you still going to send your child there? Now, anyone who has an excuse for that, let's go into part 2 of the question. So, R. Kelly has had, for as long as I can remember, allegations against his name for being a pedophile. There was actually video that came out that showed this man being a pedophile. There was, not only was it rumors, there was video that came out.
Yeah.
Parents still gave their child to my man. That's the generation we're living in. That's the generation we're living in. Now, in every generation, there's always going to be a small group that are considered the tinfoil hat people, or the conspiracy theorists or whatever.
Yeah.
When the Jews were going to be slaughtered, yeah, there was a handful of Jews who said, nah, something don't feel right with this thing, you know. Something don't feel right with this thing. Because they were told that they were being taken. Where was it, Noble, that they told they were being taken to? Was it holiday camps or somewhere?
I can't even remember.
They were tricked. The Jewish people were tricked. They were told they were being taken to a particular place, and there were handfuls of Jews amongst the hundreds of thousands who said, nah, this ain't right, you know, we can't do this. We shouldn't do this, you know, they're tricking us. And they were labeled the crazy ones. And that's what I'm saying with all this Me Too stuff and all this women are just able to. The other day, the Keke Palmer situation, I don't want to go all the way into this thing, but that Keke Palmer situation, we all seen the Usher thing. Most of us who are in relationships or have experienced any form of serious relationship know that there's certain things that, you know, we wouldn't do, that we just know that. Now, whether you're on the side of you would do it or you're on the side of you wouldn't do it, it's your decision to pick a partner that suits your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Now, she went out, had on this dress, no problem. For me, it ain't an issue, but she was doing too much, in my opinion. She done the twirl or whatever. The boyfriend tweeted out, I personally wouldn't have did that. I'd have waited until we could have had a private conversation. But my man tweeted out and said, you know, he felt embarrassed, so he spoke out. Now, there was some stills that came out where they said, yo, my man's an abuser. I went in the comments, yo, they were talking about, I'm glad she got out. He would have killed her. He would have killed the baby. I'm like, whoa. I'm saying, wow, my man was doing all of that behind the scenes. 2-2s now. My man's recorded a conversation where she admits to beating him as well. That she admits, I shouldn't put my hands on you. I shouldn't do that. So what is it? It's a toxic relationship. But a woman can always switch it up. Nah, it was abuse. You know what I mean? Just at the drop of a hat. Nah, it's abuse. Knowing that the two of them are toxic as it comes. And imagine you're in a relationship, yeah, where one person's filming and one person's recording. Imagine that kind of relationship, Noble, but that's the era we're living in now. It's all about shaming each other. It's all about putting dirty laundry at the front. It's all about playing victim. I'm not into this era. I'm not into it. And people are always going to make excuses. There is real abuse that goes on. And by us feeding into this stuff, them abuse victims are never going to be able to come out.
And that's why, look at the percentage of conviction rates for conviction of rape and all them kind of people, kind of low.
Exactly.
It's what, 13% or some kind of stupidness
it's
like that?
It's very, very low. It's real low. It's where...
Low.
Yeah,
and
go to, Noble, go to.
Pardon self, you got these people who are using and abusing the situation. Now, granted, as I've highlighted, obviously, I was young, I regret it and all that. Okay, that's fine. So all right then, Mark. So, can I go to the police and say, when I was in secondary school, I had big women who were in their 20s who come pick me up after school and all that. And because I was only like in secondary school, I was like 15, not even 13 and all that business. And these people had cars, right? They abused me. Can I do that now?
No.
Why?
You can't. As a man, matter of fact, and I'm not part of the red pill, the manosphere, none of that rubbish. I'm not part of none of that craziness. I'm just saying, as a man, I seen a man get someone boxed out and chipped the man's tooth, Noble. A woman thumped the man and chipped the man's tooth, And you know what? They were laughing. These same platforms that a woman, any little thing, any little whisper of abuse, the man's finished. The woman boxed the man and chipped his tooth out. And they were laughing at the man. Laughing. And I'm telling you, this is the problem. There's a lot of people who talk. Have you really ever met a real abuse victim? Have you really ever met a real rape victim, people? Them people are just, they've been broken. Their soul's been broken.
Yeah.
They don't even want to speak. But this new era are doing things to harm those people.
Yeah.
Like just any little thing. Yo, a man told me a story yesterday. I'm not even gonna repeat it, man. And it's just by the grace of God, he had certain things recorded that he was able to move forward with his life. But if he didn't, his life would be over. Because this is the era we're living in. Now with the Diddy thing, we know that my man abuses his position. We know that my man takes his, look at, you see it on Front Street. You see it, he says.
Mark, even with that Keefy D, that's Soccer fool running around for how many damn years, writing books, talking all kind of crazy stuff about the murdering of Tupac Shakur in Vegas, right? And how long have we known about this P Diddy connection? We've known about it for years.
Yeah, my man, that Anderson guy, his name's been getting called for ages, but somehow they've credited it to Vlad.
Fuck Vlad.
They've credited it to Vlad Noble.
Vlad. Listen, so point being, right? So, and he also made a proffer agreement. Yeah, he made an agreement with the police here. I don't know which state was it California or if it was Vegas, but he's already told the business. How comes no one's apart from the bloggers? Why is no one connecting and putting Diddy in this thing? Because Diddy was supposed to put the bounty up, right? And didn't pay the Soccer flipping Keefy damn D. He's saying, I didn't get the money.
Because it was historical. It was Noble. Sorry, man. This software people, I do really apologize, man. Like the grading's horrible, the sound's horrible. We're back to normal next week. But what was the question again? Sorry, Noble.
Why isn't Diddy flipping? Why is it only the alternative media and the bloggers talking about Diddy and the connection with the Tupac murder? Because
it's been so long, like it's so long ago that Diddy's connection to the murder, they say that he put up $1 million, but that $1 million, you'll never be able to prove it because it weren't done via bank transfer. It was given in cash, allegedly. So
allegedly, but my man who bought who had the majority of the money, who bought the nightclub or some shit, right?
Yeah.
We got a connection there. Yo, what I'm talking about. Diddy is highly connected, boss. He's highly connected.
Yeah, but anybody who's a billionaire or close to it, I would expect to be able to make a phone call and get things done. All right, let me give you an example just to show you how prepared I am. Roman Abramovich, John Obi Mikel. For those who don't know, Roman Abramovich was the previous owner of Chelsea Football Club. He's a Russian oligarch.
Yeah.
And John Obi Mikel is a Nigerian man. His dad was kidnapped in Nigeria. Before a World Cup game, he phoned up Roman Abramovich and told him, my dad's been kidnapped in Nigeria, so I may not make it back to training after this game. Roman Abramovich then said to John Obi Mikel, let me know and I can get that sorted. And my man said, what you mean you can get it sorted? He said, I can get it sorted, just let me know if you want me to sort it and I'll get it sorted. Now, you know the reason why he's able to say that? Because he is a Russian oligarch who has unlimited amounts of cash at his disposal. So if he makes a call in Nigeria and says, rude boy, whoever's kidnapped my man, I want everyone's scalp. That's what will happen. That's the way of the world, people. The way of the world is when you've got money, you've got power. Do I like that it's like that? No, I don't like that it's like that. But unfortunately, that's the way of the world. A man has money, that equals power, and then it equals respect. What did Little Kim say? First you get the money, then you get the power, and then you get the respect. The same tune that most of us were dancing to. So do you think it's just words? Money, power, respect, what you need in life. Money, power, respect when you're eating right. What was them tunes just made for nothing?
Apparently.
Come on, people, man. I gotta jump on here. I gotta come on here and be the only realist on this internet. Like, when a man's got money, he's gonna use his power to forcibly get your respect.
Yeah. And if it's not respect, hey, sibling, and if it ain't respect, it's gonna be fear that he's gonna get.
It's either fear or respect. Simple. That's the oldest trick. What do you think was going on? I think I said this to you on the phone yesterday. What do you think was going on when Genghis Khan was running around? When Genghis Khan was running around this world, if you don't know who that is, people, Google and watch a YouTube tutorial video or whatever on who Genghis Khan is. When my man was running around this earth doing what he did, how was he able to do that? How was he able to do it? Exactly, this is the way of the world. Yeah. They say that 1 in 20 men walking this earth are related to Genghis Khan.
Yeah, man. If not more, even if I would just reduce that down a little some. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they say 1 in 20, and they also say Genghis Khan had 3,000 kids. Children, sorry, Noble. They say Genghis Khan had 3,000 children. How was a man able to do that? Because he used to go to villages, take the women he wanted, and he would forcibly do whatever because that is the way of the world, unfortunately. Do I like it? No, I don't like it. But that's the way of the world. And a Diddy represents that. Yes. These moguls, look at these rap covers. People, don't listen to me. Open up another tab right now on your phone. Go on Google and type in P. Diddy. I think the album's called The Family, or is it No Way Out? One of the two. Click on that and look at the picture. Tell me these men don't fit the mafia bosses. Look at how they're dressing and doing all that, and they followed people like John Gotti and you know what I mean? Steph London, Teflon Don. You see what I mean? All these names. Nas. What was Nas's one? Escobar.
Yeah,
let's Mexican. Go. Who else? There's loads. These man love drug. Look at all these Freeway Ricky, Freeway, the rapper from Philly, Rick Ross, named after drug pushers, mans who was making dough, mans who had respect, the closest thing that the black community had to mafia. Look at my Damson Idris, the role that he plays in Snowfall. Look how much people love power. Look, that is the things that people love. When people are talking about all this money, brokies, yo, this man can pay for this, yo, this man can drop a bag on you, do all of this. What kind of mans have got access to that kind of wealth? Diddy's got that kind of money. He made this whole case go away in 24 hours. Let's stop beating and pretending that these men with power, Weinstein, in no way I'm putting up no defense, no but for these man, but Weinstein was in a position where he could put you in a blockbuster movie or send you back home and you won't be nothing ever again. He had that kind of power. So you know what used to happen? Girls used to go up there and he'd say, listen, if you want to be in this movie right here, you got to put that twerk in, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And now that's up to you to say, yo, nah, man.
I ain't doing that.
I ain't doing that. You crazy. See you later. I'll go work in McDonald's. Or to say, I really need this. And you walk in that room.
This is the way of the world where, unfortunately, I mean, we're specifically targeting men, but don't get it twisted. Women are in positions of power, and they yield their power. Not necessarily the same way. Not necessarily the same way, because I wouldn't say the majority of women are sexually driven. Men, unfortunately, how we were created, are sexually driven. Real men can control that there.
What's that woman's name? She's a legend still, but I just can't remember the name. She sings that, do you believe in love after love?
Oh,
yeah, I'm sorry, people, I can't sing. What? Yeah. What's her name?
Cher, right? Cher.
Celine Dion.
Oh, shit, okay.
Celine Dion. People, Google right now. Go on Google right now. Don't listen to me. And type in Celine Dion boyfriend. Celine Dion and boyfriend. Let's do that right now, folks, together.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, people. Celine Dion and boyfriend.
And boyfriend.
Now,
Yeah.
look at the boyfriend. I think my man's probably about 30 odd. Celine Dion's over 7. Oh, is it Cher? Sorry, people. You're saying it's Cher. I thought it was
Cher.
Celine.
I knew I was right.
Is it Cher? Sorry, people. Sorry. These people are all legends, but I only know the songs. I don't know the actual. See what I mean? But go and look at that man that she's checking. Young guy, 30s. Tell me he's laying down with no normal 70-odd woman without them millions going in and out the bank.
And she looks awful. Have you seen her for recent? She looks
There you go.
awful.
Because all that stuff, remember, we can't slow down the aging process, folks.
Hey, let me add something there. We definitely can't, but because the Most High blessed us with a unique and wonderful form of melanin, when we get old, as long as we've looked after ourselves, obviously, we grow old quite gracefully, sir.
Yeah, if we look, this one, it was Cher still, you know, but I googled the Celine Dion, and same thing, young boyfriends, all young. Why is she able to do that? Because she's got money, people. Yeah. So that's about that for the Diddy thing. I definitely, you know, is there anything else you want to add to that? Because we're gonna get into this.
Diddy's a punk. Yeah. Okay. Diddy's a punk, and personally, yeah, I don't like his character. I've never liked his character when I started hearing bits and pieces. And look what's being revealed. The Gregorian year of 2023 has been a very interesting year, and we have been exposed, and so much things have been revealed to us in regards to these so-called shooting stars, these celebrities, even people closer to home. You're like, raw, I didn't know this motherfucker was into that shit. But yeah, man, P. Diddy's a punk. He's always been a punk. He's got money, you know.
That money makes people do crazy things.
Crazy things, man. Crazy things. Listen. Don't chase it. Don't chase that. And you will be in a position where you don't think about money.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't be thinking I need to get 6 figures and to get this. Just concentrate on your goal. And it will manifest if you're diligent. That the thought
Western Aisha Jade is not hidden. She would never be hidden. There's nobody who's hidden in this forum, not a soul. Aisha, I don't know what's going on there. Write a message, but you're not hidden. We haven't hidden you. For what? We wouldn't hide you, man. No way. You're a original supporter, man. That would never happen. She's not hidden. And Weston, you're a mod, ain't ya? So ain't you able to do it? I don't even know. Aisha, try and comment if you're still in here, but there's no way you're hidden anyway. There's no way you're hidden.
Open platform unless there's some kind of technological breakdown that's going on. But nah, man, this is open.
Yeah, we ain't hiding nobody, and Aisha hasn't said nothing anyway. She's asking valid questions, so there's not you know. What was I gonna say? There was
Running
one
man,
more
yeah,
thing.
I'm done with Diddy. Diddy's a punk, and I'll continue to say that. I've never been down with that fool. Cassie, trustfully, she can get some healing in this thing. And look, a hint. What do I always say? A hint to the wise should be sufficient. These are not even just, I say whiteboards, which you would write with black marker in. I say blackboards, which you would write with a chalk in. These aren't things like, this is a movie. This is something that especially young women should be looking up and saying, rah, there is a cost to get to where people are getting to. Do I really want to pay that cost? So then 10 years later, I'm then having to call out this person and relive all of this effery that I've had to go through. Come on, man. Have some morals. Look in the dictionary what morals is. What did your mother tell you? If your mother didn't tell you that, what did your grandmother tell you? How you should be conducted